Hi, everybody. I'm Nicole, your Heyoka Empath, and I'm here to give you insights about this manifestation thing that everybody is doing. But why isn't everybody getting things? Why aren't they getting things? I want to look at that for a reason. Successful people say over and over and over again, when you want to do something that's very important to you, you need to know your why. Fuck the how. Fuck the how. And that's the key point, because the reason this manifestation thing is challenging to some people is because they need to know how. So why do they need to know how? I'll tell you why they need to know how. Because the part inside of them that never needed to know how, and they'll be in touch with that. If you go back to when you were 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10, and you wanted to be an astronaut, or you wanted to walk on water, I don't know, I did, or you wanted to just do a live show all over the world, I want to do that one as well. Whatever it is that you wanted to do, you didn't think of asking about how, because your intellect wasn't developed yet. Your heart and what you wanted and your desire was the only thing that was really developed. And so it's very clear to see that in time, as we get hurt, as people diss us, as people who have mistreated us, as we unfortunately confuse the word family with a safe place. So let's get that clear right now. Family is a safe haven. It's a place where you can be yourself unharmed. It's a place where there's no judgment. It's a place where you can be restored. It's a place where you go to be inspired. Family is not a place of criticism. It is not a prison where you get attacked from all kind of inmates that you lived with growing up. It is not a place where you are belittled. It is not a place where you feel small, and it is not a place where you are crucified for a vision. So let's just get that clear. Family is a safe haven. If it is not a safe haven, if it is a place where you are attacked, if it is a place where you are belittled, where you are ignored, where you are dismissed, that is not family. That is not family, because I'll tell you something. If you let that seep in, that is family, and you have what I call misplaced loyalty to that kind of false family, you will then have to pull in, because that's what you're plugged into, more false family type situations and relationships. You will be in shock, but you'll see there's no real need to be in shock, because what you thought was family, that's not family. That's misplaced loyalty. And so then you are going to be in a relationship or with people or at work that you hang out with where there is misplaced loyalty on your end. So let's just get that out and clear. Family is a place where you are nourished. I'm family to you. I will always nurture you. I will always bring you up. I will always feel your pain, and I will always transmute it into the nothingness of where it came. So that is family. Family is not to be slapped, to be dismissed, to be crucified, to be fucked over is not family. So while we had this non-family thing going on, it crushed our soul where our desire is born. It's not just our soul is our desire. Our soul has memories from many lifetimes of talents and pulses of which you will resonate, which is your clue to what you need to do. So when we're dealing with sorry, English is not my first language. manifestations. Okay, that whole thing. When we're having that, and there is trouble with the disbelief aspect, just understand that your desire, your memory from past lives of where you excel, of what you're meant to do here, you didn't get a script, you didn't get a manual, but inside your body is everything, all the implants, all the seeds of what you need to make what is needed to happen, what is your purpose on this planet in your time. That's why you were born. And you must find it. You must find it. I'm here to help you. So understand, if you're having trouble with the how, if you know why and you're kind of like, but how is this fucking possible? I'm in this little fucking dump and I don't know anyone, and this, just go back to when you were a kid. Just try to remember, because when you remember, that feeling will go back into you. And remember when you could do anything. I'll give you an example. I planned on moving to LA. And I planned on moving to LA since I was young. And I said one day to my dad, when I was a teenager, I'm moving to LA. And the first thing he said to me is, well, you can't move to LA. You don't have a green card. I'm like, green, purple, red, whatever. I'll get it when I get there. Now, at the time, and it's fortunate for me that I didn't even know about green cards. I had no clue. I saved up for a year, miraculously. I can't even tell you, other than working 3 jobs, how I made the money to go. And what happened within the first 3 months of landing a job with a recruiter as a secretary, who I said to him, listen, I prefer cash, and he agreed to give it to me. But one day, he didn't have enough cash to pay for the week, and he just said, I'm just going to have to write you a check. And I said, no. And he said, why? I said, because I need some purple, green, yellow card or something. And he said, oh, well, why don't I sponsor you? Green card, done in 2 years, step by step, happened. I didn't forethink that. I didn't know how or schmow. I didn't go that route. I just fucking wanted what I wanted. And you need to want what you want. And just want what you want. Go back to when you were a kid. Just go into that feeling of one thing that you decided you would want to do. And let's say you did it already. It doesn't matter. Whether it's a flip in gymnastic, or your first goalie as a hockey player, or landing that girl, or whatever. Just go back into that feeling. Stay there for a while. Let it bubble. Let it percolate. And do that. Do that often. Because you got to get plugged back in to how you were before your soul wasn't crushed. And that will breathe life into it. Slowly, but surely. The other thing that's very, very important, and this is just for my ladies, and it's not because I'm ignoring you guys. My ladies are taking a bad rap now because of the way society is, trying to make them think that they have to work hard for a guy, chase a guy, go do, when they're getting disconnected from their feelings. They're getting disconnected from their feminine energy. And the feminine energy, that muscle to bring a guy to you without saying a word, that spirit to bring things to us just because we deserve it and we want it, it's being alienated, it's going through atrophy, and it's decaying as fuck because, girl, you're too much in your head. So you need to disconnect from your head, and you need to do things to your body from the neck down. And your brilliance is a bonus, but it's not a bonus if you're that fucking smart and you can't talk to your man about how your feelings are hurt. If you can't do that, if you're not strong enough to talk about your feelings, you're not strong. You're actually weak in a suit of armor. You're not strong at all. Because a strong woman can always talk about her feelings. She can dive right into the pain. because she knows then it will be released. That's all for now. Thank you. Ciao.